Okay, so what are pinball mods? Well, pinball mods are pinball modifications, and these are things that have been added to a pinball machine that are not the original design of the machine. So these are things that generally small companies will make them, or individuals will make modifications to embellish the pinball machine, and people like to customize them, add additional features to them. So I'm just going to give you a bit of a rundown of some examples of things that people would do. So I'm stood in front of a Demolition Man we've got here, and this has got the pop bumpers that are at the back here have got LED lighting, and the top of them makes them look quite attractive. It's not everybody's cup of tea, so you might think, oh, I'm not too sure if I really like that, Andy. Well, a lot of people just want to keep a machine as standard, but others want to personalise their machine and make it as great as they possibly can, and they'll scour the internet looking for mods that they can add to their machine to make it even better and even better. I guess it's like, modifying a car, for example. This has also got LED lighting strip that's been added to the back there. So we talked about LED lighting, which is just kind of replacing the bulbs in a pinball machine, in another video. So if you're interested in LED modifications, have a look at that video. That kind of explains that in there as well. But I refer to it in this one really because they've added this kind of blue strip of LEDs to the back here, just because the back of Demolition Man, it is a little bit on the dark side, and they've just added this sort of blue strip of LEDs there. That actually does give quite a nice sort of blue light that's shining down on the play field and looks quite attractive on there. Let's give you a couple of other examples. Let's just move over there. So on Circus Voltaire, we've got a lighting strip. It's actually a colour changing LED strip that's been put around the edge here. Not what it originally had, but actually it's quite nice. It sort of changes colour as you go through there, and it just gives it a different sort of appearance and sort of lights it up. And I'm waiting for it to kind of change. It's kind of doing a bit of changing on there. What else have we got? So we did talk as well about DMDs in a separate video, but this particular one has actually got a colour DMD, and it's one of the first ones that was ever made. So it's still, you can still see the sort of pixels, you sort of see the dots on there, but it's got colours on there. There are more advanced ones that have been made since then that actually look like an LCD screen. Give you another example. It's got Theatre of Magic. This is an interesting thing with mods, is that in Theatre of Magic they did plan to have the Tiger Saw at the back here, was planned to be a spinning device that would activate during that particular mode of gameplay, but it was deemed as being too expensive to put into the game, and so it never made it into the production version. But a common modification is to actually add back a motor there, that once that mode, Tiger Saw mode, starts, this Tiger Saw will actually spin. Another common modification, for example, is putting Fester in Adam's Family. It's probably the most common one that we ever see with Adam's Families that we come across, is the chair is vacant in Adam's Family, and adding the Fester mod with a bulb in his mouth is a very common one that people tend to add. So we don't add mods to machines. If you buy a pinball machine from us and it's got a mod on it, it's because whoever the previous owner or owners have been, they've done some changes to it, and we just keep it as it is. If you're buying a machine from us and you don't want that mod on there, so for example you want Fester taking off, or you don't like the coloured pop bumpers or the lit pop bumpers we looked at on Demo Man, then we can take that off for you. But most people, if it's got a mod on it, it's tastefully done, we'll leave it on there. If you want it changing, just tell us and we'll try and do whatever it is that you're after. So that runs you through pinball mods.